So did you know in Mississippi you usually only have 3 years to file a lawsuit against someone who injured you? And in some cases it can be as short as 1 year. Personal injury can include any situation from a wreck to a fall to a medical mistake. If you have been injured, you need to know what your rights are under the law before it is too late. So do you have a claim? Have you waited too long to file your claim? Should you accept a settlement from the insurance company? Personal injury attorney Rocky Wilkins of Morgan & Morgan is here to answer all of these questions and more. So Rocky, thanks for being here. I know we have these questions.
Glad to be here. Yeah, didn't think I was going to make it. I was in trial in Georgia, but it got done quicker than I thought. So I am here, and it's TGIF. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and everybody knows you do go in the courtroom and handle trials.
I do. A lot of personal injury, a lot of, they're all pretty much car and truck wrecks. It's what I've been doing for the last 25 years, tried a lot here in Hinds County, and it's what I enjoy doing.
All right. Well, your firm does, as you just mentioned, handle a lot of car and truck wrecks. People probably make a lot of mistakes in the minutes and days right after a wreck that can end up coming back to bite them. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I think the most important thing is you need to be honest, but don't downplay your injuries, because we're all Mississippians, we're all Southerners, and I've heard so many people say, well, I'm okay after a wreck, and what they mean is I'm not going to die, or, you know, my bones aren't sticking out, but it doesn't mean your back doesn't hurt or your neck doesn't hurt. So don't underplay your injuries. I think that's important.
And I do want to point out, you know, a lot of people start checking their vehicle to see if there's any damage and may not even be checking, you know, themselves first.
Well, I think a lot of times, in fairness, a lot of adrenaline is going and people are kind of in shock right after a wreck. It is a jarring experience, and they don't really know if they're hurt or not.
Maybe the next day when they wake up.
They'll definitely be stove up, as people say afterwards.
So tell us about the details. What do they need to do at the scene?
Well, once everybody's safe, I think you definitely need to take pictures of the vehicles. The location of the vehicles is very important. If you can get the information from the available witnesses is huge, because I can't tell you how many times people say, well, there was this lady who saw him run a red light, and I'm like, well, what's their name? Oh, I didn't get it. And then weeks, months go by, and you never can make that back up, and it could kill your case.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes you see people posting on social media asking, you know, did anybody see this happen at this street at this time? And,
yeah, I mean, that's a good way to post about it. What I wouldn't do is I do see some people negatively post on social media about, you know, this so-and-so ran a red light and hurt me. I would never do that after a wreck, because you never know, that stuff can come back and bite you later. But asking for a witness is, I think, certainly okay to do.
Yeah, really start looking for those witnesses in that moment right
Yes,
after that.
very
Well,
quickly.
now people always want statements. What would you tell you about making a statement?
You know, I think you need to tell the police the truth at the scene, but once you leave the scene, I don't think you have to give a statement to the other person who caused the wreck's insurance company. Now, if it's your own company, like if you have a policy, you have a duty to cooperate, and we may talk about that later, but I wouldn't normally make a statement, because they're not going to let me get a statement from them in 25 years. No insurance companies let me take a statement of their client, so I'm not going to give them one of mine. They're just going to use it against you later.
Well, that's what people do need to know. Should they talk to an attorney?
Oh, I think since it doesn't cost anything to talk to a personal injury attorney, I would certainly go and talk to them sooner rather than later, because I guarantee you the trucking company, the insurance company has already sent an adjuster out there, an investigator out there, and they know what happened. They took pictures, and so the clock is ticking for you to do your investigation.
All right.